Hey guys, welcome back to Furry Friends, and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you six mistakes that rabbit owners commonly make, and I made some of these. I'm sure everyone did when they got their first rabbits. So I'm just going to be sharing with you these mistakes, so when you're preparing yourself for a rabbit, you can make sure that you don't make any of these mistakes, because someone has requested a preparing yourself for a rabbit video. So the first mistake is keeping rabbits in hutches, and I really like hutches, they're really good, but they're just not enough when there's not a run attached to them or anything. And even just a cheap metal panel run can be fine. A rabbit just can't be cooped up in a hutch all day, no matter how big it is, really, because hutches can't be that big. Like, they're not like a huge accommodation, and although you do get like big ones like Snowdrop, it is quite big, it's still not big enough for her to be cooped up in it all day. So she is only in it like without access to her enclosure / run in the night time. When I come and shut her in, she's normally in her hutch anyway. So just make sure that if you have a hutch, and I love hutches, so you know, hutches are good, just make sure that there is a run attached to them, because they're just not, you know, good without a run. The next common mistake is to overfeed the dry food that you give your rabbits, and it's just really important that you don't overfeed this, as it'll make your rabbit obese, sadly. And the amount I've put in Snowdrop bowls is just to like say how much some people feed their rabbit. I don't actually feed Snowdrop this amount of food, and a lot of people feed their rabbits. They pile up the food bowl really high. They do not need all that food. If they are having a good diet, then they should have veg, hay, loads of other things, as not just the pellets. They should probably only have like an egg cup of pellets a day. The third mistake is not feeding enough hay, and in some cases not feeding any hay at all. And hay is such an important part in a rabbit's diet. It helps to pass through their digestive system really easily, and rabbits' mouths are open-rooted, which means that the teeth are just keep growing, basically. They never stop growing. So the hay really helps to grind down the teeth of your rabbit, and also hay should make up 80% of your rabbit's diet. So if you provide no hay for your rabbit, then that's really not going to be very good for them. And also you can have grasses as well. That is the same as hay. Is obviously hay is just dry grass, but hay should be provided as well as grass. The fourth mistake is feeding muesli mixes and muesli food, which looks like this, and rabbit owners make this mistake because it looks very bright and colourful, and actually it doesn't do your rabbit any good at all. It causes tummy upsets in your rabbit, and is full of sugar, and it makes something which is called selective feeding, where the rabbit picks out the bits they like because the nuggets don't look all the same, and they leave the healthy bits, and there aren't really many healthy bits in it, but you know. The fifth mistake is that rabbits are cheap. Rabbits are definitely not cheap pets. All the costs add up, the money, so all the food, the vet bills, the accommodation, the veg, the run, it all costs so much money, so they are definitely not cheap pets, and this is probably why so many rabbits end up in shelters every year. Because rabbit owners don't realise just how expensive it is to keep a rabbit. It just costs so much money and really takes a lot of time as well. So make sure that you don't get a rabbit when you don't have money to spare on them. The next mistake or myth is that rabbits like being picked up and cuddled. Rabbits absolutely hate being picked up and cuddled. If your rabbit does like being picked up and cuddled, then you're very lucky, and I wish Snowdrop would let me pick her up, but she doesn't. She did a bit when she was a baby, but you could still tell that she didn't like it. And make sure that if you know your rabbit doesn't like being picked up and cuddled, and hardly any rabbits do, so probably they won't, make sure that you don't try and pick them up, because that will just lose their trust, and it takes a while to gain their trust as well, and they might not like you touching them and scared that you're going to pick them up, so you can't health check them, which obviously isn't a good idea. So it's just really, really important that you don't pick up your rabbit and cuddle them and stuff, because that's, not too good for your rabbit. And I tried picking up Snowdrop for a bit, but she really didn't like it. You could tell that she didn't like it. So I just don't pick her up anymore. If you need to get them somewhere, then you can put them in a box or some sort of container or tub. And Snowdrop really doesn't go on the run much anymore anyway, because she normally digs herself out. So yeah. But thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found these things useful, and to make sure that you don't do them yourself.